Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your February 2022 reading. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Taurus this month. Let's see what's the skinny and what's the what. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. Oh, you ever heard that saying, from the frying pan into the fryer? Into frying pan into the fire? Not the fryer. Well, fryer too, I guess. Don't matter. Oh, I hope this is not how things are going to turn out. You know what? Oh, let's just dive in. Okay. First card we have up is the Seven of Wands. Second card we have is the Six of Swords. And the last card we have is the Devil. First glance, I'm not liking what I see. You know me, not going to lie to you, and I'm not going to sugarcoat. It's not looking good. So what we need to do is we need to clarify some shit, because that's what we do here, and get some advice. So as scary as that just sounded, please do not stop watching, okay? This is actually an even stronger reason why you should watch this, because we want to see what the fuck is going on here. Because I don't know. I'm not getting the warm fuzzies with this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do what we do, which is pull some more cards. So let's do that. But yeah, as I'm doing that, let's just catch up, okay? Because it's been a while, right? Since we've had a good little heart to heart. What have y'all been doing? What's new? What's the skinny? What's happening? Also, I totally forget to do this all the time, but I would love you guys to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Because, you know, all of that stuff helps my channel. Helps me grow and everything. Because my channel is just a tiny one. But it's so much fun and I love what I do. Spirit. And comments are great also for the growth of the channel. But I love having dialogue and interaction, right? Like, it's not just me and you, but it's me and you and everybody else too, right? Like, I love doing this, like the YouTube readings and everything. I like the idea of building a community with this as well. Spirit. So the more you guys all have a little chitty chat with me and others, you know, the better it's going to be. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's my Pollyanna glass half full kind of vibe for today. So there's that. Spirit. Did I lose a deck of cards? What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, what? What am I missing? Oh, I'm like, I'm missing a card somewhere. Because I'm not paying attention. I'm too busy talking. To you. This is it. Spirit. Okay, what do we got here? Taking a look at the cards. Jesus, this card's come up with a lot of people. Whoa, okay. Maybe this is not all doom and gloom, my friends. I hope not. Because you know what? We don't like doom and gloom on this channel. All right, let's talk now. We're going to start with the Seven of Wands. So the two cards that came up, we have Sensuality, which is express your sensuality. How original. And then we have Majesty. Because this is with the Seven of Wands, it's like I was feeling like there was quite a fight, quite a battle going on. No. Yes and no. But the battle, it was like you having to defend yourself. That's what the Seven of Wands, you know, sort of traditionally is about. And I am feeling that, but it's around, because this is sensuality, it's almost like you felt like you couldn't be your true authentic self. Like you couldn't express yourself the way you wanted to. You couldn't show the sides of you that you needed to. Like you couldn't be vulnerable. You couldn't speak up. Like it was a fight to either have permission to do that, which no one should need permission. It's more getting people to listen to you and hear your voice. You're having a really hard time with that. And it was like, with this Majesty card, it's like, Um, it's like being suppressed from above. Okay, how do I explain that? So it's like when you're a kid, okay, because this used to happen to me because I used to ask a lot of questions and I was like really chatty. I know you probably find that hard to believe. So I remember when I was a kid, not so much when I was really little, because I don't remember much of like little person childhood, but like say when I was like 9 to 12, right? I would ask questions and I would annoy the snot out of my mom. And she would be, oh, she'd just get frustrated. Oh, Nancy. And she wouldn't answer me, right? So I felt kind of invisible. This isn't a knock against my mom. My mom is who she was, right? And I think a lot of the times, and this isn't a knock against my mom either because I love her. She was a lovely lady. But she wasn't a perfect mother. And even though she was like a nice person and everything, sometimes she wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay. She was not an intellect. She hated school. I think because my parents were older. Sorry, I'm going on a little story here, but you'll understand why. So my dad was a smarty pants, like a very intelligent man. And he was smart, like both of those, right? So I got my smarts from him. So I think when I got old enough, right, I would ask questions I think that were beyond her scope, and it would frustrate her. So I learned at that age, like sort of that tween age, before I became a teenager, just like the lesson to me was don't ask questions. And that's the kind of energy I'm picking up. It's like, you know, where you're trying to get attention and speak your mind, you're being stifled. Right? It's like some authority figure above you is not allowing you to do that, or scolding you or scorning you when you're trying to do that. That's the energy I was getting in the past. Okay. So the good thing about what's going on now is the Six of Swords, which is you're moving away from that shit. You're letting that shit go. It's like, you know what? Okay. For whatever reason, this person or people were saying and doing what they did and not, you know, listening to me or listening to my opinion or valuing my opinion or let me express myself, whatever, fuck it. It doesn't matter, right? I'm letting it go because here we go. With the Six of Swords, the two cards that came out, we have is that, I think is her name? Surrender. Let it go. Just let it go. And the other card that came out with it is respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. So this is you looking back at whoever was suppressing you and going, you know what? They are who they are. They had their reasons. I don't think this came from like a place of malice, right? They weren't sitting there going, ooh, I'm going to get her. It's like, no, that's just how they are and how they're built. So why they did what they did maybe doesn't really matter. The point is, you have the ability to let that go while still maintaining those relationships or ties with the people that might have held you back in the past. I hope this is making sense because now this is what I'm getting. So it's less doom and gloom, right? It's actually a really good, it's a good exercise. It's a good path to take, right? As a life lesson. I'm really enjoying that. Now we're going to take a look at this Devil card. You know what? I want to show you this a little closer because this is like really fucking weird. Okay, check this out. Look at this Devil. So he's got like puppet strings coming off his tongue and binding those people. Is it puppet strings? It's kind of like puppet strings. It's fucking weird, right? Oh my God, creepy as hell. I had to share that because I don't want to just be creeped out by myself. So you're with me now. Anyway, the cards that came out for this creepy Devil card, we have Endurance and we have Summer. Bask in joy and light. I think what this is telling me is that as you are like moving from the past to the future. Okay, so that Six of Swords energy. Yeah, we've got this, I know it's Devil energy, which is like, this actually could be, what's the, like indentured servitude kind of mode. Whoever these people or this person was in the past who maybe didn't let you, or either didn't let you do what you wanted to do or needed to do, or was suppressing you or whatever, this energy it's still coming forward with you, okay? Even though you're letting shit go, right? You still are pulling a little bit of this forward with you, because unless you completely cut these people off, there's always going to be that residual whatever it is. It's like me talking about this thing with my mom and me asking questions. It explains why I am the way I am. And I mean, fuck, I'm like 52 and still, like, I don't ask questions. I don't question things because that's how I was taught. Like, that's how I was raised, right? So it was really hard for me as an adult to really speak my mind and ask questions. Getting much better at it. Yeah, after fucking how many decades I should be, right? But we all have our own paths. So yeah, I'm not cutting my mother off. I mean, she's not with us anymore anyway, but you understand what I'm saying with that. You're not cutting this person off either, but some of the yucky feelings that came up when you were going through that, it might still come with you, because even though you let stuff go, there is a lesson learned there, right? This is the endurance piece, okay? Sometimes it's still going to feel a little bit shitty, even though you've moved on, okay, right? Shit from the past pops up. I'm a firm believer that, and this is just a bit of an aside, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm a firm believer that you don't have to bury everything from the past. You don't even have to address everything from the past. You just need to be aware, right? And look at the lesson that you take from everything that happens within your life. And then I think you're able to look at this in not such a scary position, because you know what? Then you can kind of look at this guy more like, doesn't he remind you a little bit now of the abominable snow monster or whatever from like the Christmas shows, right? The cartoons, right? His big white hairy head. So not so scary. Scary, not scary, right? And then this summer card with the bask in joy and light, it's stay lighthearted about it. Keep a positive attitude, right? Focus on the positive. And remember the fact that you've moved away from the not so great energy and you've moved ahead. Yeah, you're taking some shit with you, but that's okay. It's not a bad thing. We don't have to ditch all of the ugly parts of ourselves and our pasts. This is what makes us who we are, the lessons that we learn from them. So it's like this big, long philosophical thing. So I don't know where the fuck that came from, because it wasn't me. You know, I'm not that smart. Okay, what are we going to drill down on? Do we want to drill down on the moving along? I think we do, because I think we're going to find out, and let me pull cards while I'm talking. We're going to find out sort of how to do that with grace and ease. Let's take one of these. Spirit, because whatever, like anytime you got to move on from something. Oh, 2 cards came out, so we're taking them. Anytime you have to move on from something that's been difficult, whether it's a person, a situation, or whatever, yeah, you know, it's not going to be the easiest thing, but you kind of have to remember that as you come out on the other side, you're going to feel a lot better, right? So let's take a look at what happens, what's sort of the energy around the 6 of Swords as we drill down. So okay, I'll tell you the 3 cards and then we'll talk. And then I'll pull some, tarot to clarify after, because that's what I do. All right, first card, we have Fire Guardian. Ignite your passions. Then we have Leadership. Set your goals. And then we have 7 Heavenly Virtues. Keys to goodness. This is all saying to me, you know what? Whatever was suppressed in the past, whatever you weren't able to do, do it. Do it. Do it. Do what makes you happy. Do what lights your soul on fire. That's what you need to do. This is the key. Oh, and look at key to goodness. I just said key. So this is the key to the whole thing. I think, like, I'm going back to the surrender and respect cards too. You let go of the ties that bind, okay? So you can let go of the cords, cut the cords, however you want to put it. Do that, and as you surrender, Put your time and energy into what it is that you want, right? That's the key to happiness and success in this situation. Spirit, and I think you'll find that if you do that, I'm getting the tarot cards now to clarify some more. As you do that, when you get into that devil energy, like I said, that devil's going to shrink and shrink and shrink. It's not going to be, it's not going to be in the foreground. It's going to be in the background, right? Because you're going to be basking in the joy and light instead. But the devil, that devil card, that devil energy, it's just that bit of a life's lesson. And you know what? Here he is again, the devil. We got the devil, we got the Prince of Swords, which is Knight of Swords, and we have the Star. This is a long-term thing. This is a long-term goal. This is something you want, and it's something that is going to last for a long time. It's you standing in your truth. So this is our Knight of Swords. This is you standing in your truth and going, I know, I get what happened in the past, and I understand why. I understand where all of this came from. I'm ready to let it go, right? Because the focus has to be, like I said, this setting your goals and igniting your passions. This is what you want. This is your wishes coming true card, right? The Star card, and it's longevity, right? It's future plans and it's long term. So that's what the focus needs to be. Less looking on the past and dwelling on the past. Okay, so this is really cool. Now we're going to get you some advice cards. Spirit. Because, you know, that's what we do. It's what we do. Oh, okay. That's a good one. We're going to take one of these. Spirit. What else do I want? Oh, yeah. I'm going to take one of those two. Okay. Oh, my God. This is so sweet. Spirit. I love when the advice cards, they give you advice that are, it's like love and light, right? It's not bitterness. It's not jealousy or whatever. It's like for the best of everyone involved, the good of all, right? And that's what these are. These are really cool. Okay, so the first card up we have is boundaries. Then we have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow, right? So you're doing that while maintaining boundaries. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So remember that as you move on with whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you need to express, whatever you need to experience, whatever it is that you want to do, remember that, okay? Because you standing in your truth, that's going to spread the love to everybody else. And don't be afraid to set up those boundaries. Here's the last card. Now I'm going to read it. So check this out. This is, oh shit, man, I'm going to butcher this lady's name. Urzuli Dantor? Etheric cords. What did I just say about cutting cords? Right? Cut those cords, baby. Cut the cords. Call in Archangel Michael. He'll bring in his sword and he'll cut those cords for you. Maybe that's who your Knight of Swords is. Right? Knight of Swords, cutting the cords. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Okay, so there you go. This is pretty cool. This is a really interesting reading. I think the outcome, the potential outcome is so good for you, mostly because you're leaving a not so desirable situation and you're going to end up in a good place. So there's that. So remember this as you go along this journey. And yeah, we're going to leave it there, right? So again, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how this goes because I am really intrigued about this. I find this quite fascinating. So all the best to you. And until next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Taurus. Bye.